Hey, welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. It's been a while, man. It's been 6 days. I had a little bout with COVID. Nothing big, nothing major. I escaped with just the light sickness, just some symptoms, some cold and flu symptoms, and that's about it. So, did have to take 6 days off. That's why it's been so long since we've been together. I miss you guys. I miss you. I had to follow all the protocols and make sure my kids didn't get it. Unfortunately, I did give it to my wife, but she's already on the mend, and my kids didn't get it. So we're all good. We're all on the right path right now to everything going off without a hitch. I was worried because my son Miles, it is the homecoming basketball game and winter formal coming up, and he was gonna have to miss those if he had to end up going into the COVID protocol and all that bull crap. So anyway, we're happy to be out of the house, out of bed. I'm ready to go trucking. Today we got a load that's getting loaded over in Modesto, but it's going to our same customer that we've been dealing with out in Utah, the same receiver. And so it's kind of cool. I'm getting this load from a broker. I'm actually getting it from TQL. And so I'll tell you guys how much this rate is that we're going to get for this load. We'll talk all the numbers, the mileage, the rate, all that good stuff. But we'll do that once we get this video rolling. But it's about that time. We got to roll the music. Let's go. Roll the music. All right, we are gonna just come over here and throw some fuel in. I'm actually not too bad on fuel, but I want to put a little more fuel in the truck and a little bit more fuel in the reefer, and then I need a little bit of DEF. If you guys remember, last time we were all together, last week, my pilot card stopped working. And they are still MIA on trying to I left them multiple messages, and I left an email that basically read hey, here's my reasons why I'm not going to use you guys anymore. Have a good life. And they sent me this automatically generated email, which normally automatically generated emails, that's like the bare minimum, right? They just send that to you right away, and then once a human sees it, then they decide if they're going to come and give you any further assistance. But all they did was wait like 3 or 4 days and then send me an auto-generated email. Thank you for your feedback, from Pilot. And I'm like, good for you guys. All right, you guys suck, man. So anyway, so I'm still trying to work out this, what we're going to do here for fuel. For now, this yard that I park at is at this little truck stop that has decently priced fuel, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna pay cash. I also have I signed up for the Convoy fuel card, which is just a discount card. It's not necessarily it's not a credit card per se. Like, you don't. Basically, I'm just going to be using it. I have to prepay. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's a prepaid fuel card, which I, whatever. I'm paying cash anyway, so it's gonna be what it is. But anyway, so I'm gonna go run in, prepay for some fuel, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Because having to prepay for fuel now, cash flow becomes a pretty big deal. So we're gonna talk cash flow and trucking in a little bit. But first, I gotta put some fuel, and then we gotta get over to this pickup. Appointment's in about an hour and 5 minutes, and we're only about 20 minutes away. But I want to be early because I don't know, things go wrong on Monday mornings, man. Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday morning. I forgot. Had to take Monday morning off. All right, let's get in there and get some fuel. All right, we made it over here and got docked in right at 9 o'clock. I may or may not have missed my turn on my first time in here, my first pass by, so I had to go around. And then my the warehouse I'm getting loaded at is kind of on the corner, but you got to go past it and check in. So then I had to, it was either back down to get into the dock, which I was gonna do, and then I had 3 trucks come in and pull up behind me, and I was just like, you know what? So I went around the block again. So I did a little, you know, made a couple little trips around the block. Whatever, ain't no thing. This ain't my first time around the block. I don't know. But anyway, so that's this is where we're at. They're jumping on me pretty quick to get loaded, so I'm thinking I'm gonna get loaded and get out of here pretty quickly today, and we'll get headed over towards Utah. So looking forward to that, excited about that. And hey, I got a phone call when I was on my way over here. That's why I didn't record anything on my way over here like I was planning. I got a phone call from Pilot. So after I talked smack this morning, they finally got back to me, called me, and yeah, I'll have to tell you guys. Well, I'll just tell you right now. Okay, so he said, hey, you know, I'm your new account rep, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, actually, I'm done with you guys. I'm already done, because I reached out, I sent an email, I reached out again, I called the main line, I called the personal line, the direct line, and no one could offer me anything. And now I said, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because I'm going to get much better fuel costs from the other fuel card I'm getting, and just from paying cash at the yard that I'm at. So I think it worked out for me. And he said, well, can we earn your business? Is there any way we can earn your business? I said, honestly, like, the only way that I'll use you guys is if you guys can, you know, have some sort of a different you know, pay structure where I can get a better discount than what I was getting, because 12 cents a gallon, that's like hardly anything. That's basically, I was like, that's still 20 to 30 cents more than I can get paying cash somewhere else. So to me, it's not really a good discount. Like, I can just go somewhere else and pay cash, so I might as well do that. And so he said, well, we just rolled out a new program, so let me see if it'll entice you. So he told me about this whole new discount program, and so I kind of got now I have a convoy card. I'm gonna have my pilot card, and then I can always just pay cash. So now I'm just gonna go for the cheapest fuel I can get every day, and that's how we're gonna roll. We're gonna utilize every tool we have. And I also have the Mud Flap app, but there's not very many fuel stops in California that use Mud Flap. So unfortunately, it's not as good in California as it is other places. So I'll have to kind of plan that out and use it when I need to. But anyway, so I got all these different things I can do now to get a little bit cheaper fuel than what I was getting before. And yeah, so that's good. Good things. But yeah, had to talk smack this morning about Pilot, and then they called me. So do you guys see how close my fuel tank is to the ground right there? I hate these kind of docks where I feel like I'm gonna scrape coming out of here once I get loaded up. So I don't know. Not a big fan. But anyway, all right, I'll catch up with you guys once we get loaded. All right, we are loaded up. We got our paperwork ready to rock and roll. And so I know I was talking earlier about paying cash for fuel and kind of needing cash flow, especially since I took 6 days off. My cash reserves are a little lighter than what I'd like. You know, we have money in our savings account, but we're really trying not to touch it. So I'm just talking about cash in our checking account. Our cash flow for the business is low right now, and part of that. So what I was gonna say is, so part of the trucking companies, the number one reason why trucking companies fail is because of a lack of cash flow. That's like a statistic. So without cash flow, you're unable to buy fuel, unable to repair your truck, you know, all that kind of stuff. So so that's kind of like the thing with me is I'm having issues with cash flow right now, and part of it is these brokers are messing around, man. They're messing around with the cash flow, because what they do is they say, hey, you get detention pay, but the only way that we're going to approve your detention pay is if you submit the bill of ladings with the times in and out, and then we'll submit it to our customer. And so anyways, you end up waiting, like right now I've been waiting since December 23rd, and it's January 11th. So, 3 weeks I've been waiting for one broker to get back to me with an approved detention amount so that I can submit that load to my factoring company to get my money. And so at a certain point, they're just basically making it really hard on us. We're having to finance this load for 30 days before we can even factor it. And then when we factor it, we still gotta pay 3% to the factoring company. So basically they're just putting the onus on us. They're making us float the bill, or do what I did yesterday, which is, hey, I need cash. I'm going to submit one of these loads that instead of waiting for detention from the broker and possibly waiting 3-4 weeks, I just went ahead and submitted it without requesting detention because I didn't want to have to wait for it. I don't have time for that. I need money. So that kind of puts me in this situation where it's like, cash is king. Cash flow is, the only way to operate a business is to have good cash flow. And so it means more to me to have cash flow than to get the extra $100 for these detentions and all that. So anyway, it just really puts me in a place where I'm placing a premium on, Convoy, Uber, brokers like that who approve your detention immediately and who pay out quickly without having to factor, without having to pay a percentage for a factoring company. So, that to me, like now I'm saying, hey, okay, if I'm gonna do a load with one of these brokerages that's gonna play these games, like I'm gonna ask for more up front, and that way I don't have to worry about waiting around for them to get around to approving my detention amounts. Because same thing happened to me with Swift, same exact thing, and then they ended up coming back like 2-3 weeks later and they didn't approve me for the amount that I thought I was approving for anyway. So I waited all this time to get like $40 or something like that, $35. It was ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, I'm kind of at this place where, I'm kind of sick of the detention policies with all these brokers, and I'm just gonna charge more up front, and as long as the market can sustain it, I'm gonna keep on just going to the highest bidder, and trying to get as much as I can out of them from at the beginning of each load, especially if I know it's going to a receiver that's going to take a while, because it's not worth waiting around for these detention approvals. So anyway, currently I have in my receivables about $12,000 outstanding. So that's tough on your cash flow when you're financing, when you're floating $12,000 for these brokerages and shippers to wait for payment for that long. That's a lot of fuel. That's a lot of truck payment and trailer payment to have to float for these guys to get around paying you. So anyway, I'm going to be financing. I'm going to be factoring loads very quickly this week, try and get my cash flow going. And this one's first on the docket, and I got to kind of keep an eye on the load board. When I go up and get some fuel a little bit later on, I'm going to look at the load board. And I only put $300 worth of fuel in this morning, so when I get up probably to Madeira, I'll stop and put some more fuel in at the Pilot now that my Pilot card's all worked out, and I'll see about the load board and try and find some more loads coming back tomorrow from Utah or from Vegas. And that's going to be the plan, man. Is just we got to get ourselves some cash this week, because I was not planning on that 6 days off for COVID. So now we just gotta hit it hard, hit it as hard as we can, and still fatigued a little bit, and not quite back to 100%, even though I am cleared according to CDC regulations and guidelines to go back to work. All right, I don't need anyone saying anything about me coming back to work too soon. All right, it's just, but I'm not back to 100%. So that's part of the gig. Sometimes you just gotta push through a little bit, and so that's what we're gonna do. We gotta make some money. So I'll catch up with you guys when we get down the road. Let's go. All right, so we made it down here to this little rest area right here that I like to stop at in Boron, and we're just headed continuing to head down Highway 58 till we hit 15 and head north. So that is the plan right now. And we're a little cockeyed. Hold on. All right, there we go. But yeah, so we're moving right along, trucking right along. I am coughing a lot more today, and it's like a very dry, unsatisfying cough, which sucks. It's like I'd rather just have some good old phlegm to cough up, but I don't have any. So anyway, we got about 5 hours left to go, give or take, something like that. So we'll probably be over there at like 11 p.m. tonight, Mountain Time. We'll be right up against our 14-hour break. When I'm on this lane, it's really hard to stop and get the truck washed. I know you guys wanted to get washed, and I'll be honest, yesterday I was gonna do it. I was supposed to do it yesterday, and then I just I got fatigued really quickly, and I wasn't quite ready to go and set up the truck, because I was gonna go and wait in line for the truck wash and then set up the truck, make my bed, and get all my clothes in here and everything. But instead of doing that yesterday, I just called it a day. I just took an extra day, and didn't feel as good as I thought I was gonna feel. How about that? But anyway, yeah, having some fun over here, getting back to work, back in the truck, and shoot, we're just keep on driving, keep on trucking along. But I'll catch up with you guys when we get over a little bit closer, and we'll talk about the rate on this load and all that good stuff. All right, let's just get into the numbers now. Didn't take too long. We're coming up to the 395 right now, so it's only been a couple minutes. But yeah, we're going. We've got 625 miles we're doing today, and that's total miles from the yard to the shipper, from the shipper to the receiver. 625 miles, and we're getting 2,800 on the rate. So decent rate, pretty good rate, and so that comes out to almost 450 a mile for this run, for this load out there. So not a bad little run, and already booked my back haul to come back. So I mean, I think we're doing pretty good. Not too bad at all, not too bad at all. And it was a little bit of a heavy load. It's about 38,000 pounds, but hey, nothing we haven't had before, and nothing we can't handle, that's for sure. No big deal, no big deal. So anyway, all right. That's all we're gonna say about the rate. Good rate, decent rate. Enjoyed the rate, loved the rate, liked it, and this load, it's going to the same receiver I always go to, so very familiar. They're quick to unload, and so really digging this load, man. Took him about an hour and a half to load me. It'll take him about an hour to offload me. So, I mean, it's pretty much as good as it gets in the reefer game, this load right here. I mean, can you get better than 450 a mile? Yeah, but hey, a day's work, $2,800, 625 miles. And you put some mileage down, you get the product on and off the truck, and you're ready to keep rocking and rolling and picking up another load tomorrow. So that's all I got to say about that. Let's just keep on getting down the road. I'll check in with you guys when we get down the road a little bit further, and it's gonna be getting dark pretty soon and all that. So we'll see what kind of footage we get once it gets dark. All right, we made it through Vegas. We're trucking right along, and well, I realized I left my lens cap on earlier when I did my fast motion video footage, so we don't have any of that. Sometimes, guys, sometimes I'm not as sharp as I'd like to be. But anyway, we're almost over here to Mesquite, Nevada, and once we get to Mesquite, Nevada, we'll cut through Virgin River Gorge, Arizona, and then on to St. George, Utah, and that'll be that. So let's keep on getting down this road. All right, we made it over here to Utah, St. George, Utah. Gonna make our delivery over here. We're bringing cheese over here to the people, to the fine people of Utah. So hope you guys enjoy it, hope you guys like it. But anyway, so man, I didn't really like ramp up. I just went straight from sitting on the couch and laying in bed for 5 days straight to a 14-hour day. And so I'm feeling it right now, man. I'm feeling it. It's pretty intense. I'll tell you what, it is pretty big deal. I got guys like patrolling. He's like the security guy, so he's like looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm recording YouTube, man. Just a YouTuber, all right? Just a YouTuber. He's gonna come back over here. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't really like ramp up from that. I just dove straight in, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the effects of a 14-hour day, and you know, some of the lingering effects of COVID, that dry cough, and just kind of feeling a little bit lethargic, a little fatigued. But anyway, 14-hour day will get you no matter what. But yeah, you do it on a first day back from COVID break. I'm tired, so I'm ready to go to sleep. You guys, whatever you guys are doing, hope you guys are well rested. And I'm gonna go get my rest right now, right this second. So this is where we're gonna cut this video off. I'll make this delivery in the morning, but you'll have to tune in to the next one to see all of that, and we'll make this delivery, and then we got another load booked already tomorrow. We got to go pick up some more ranch dressing, and so we're gonna go do it. It's like deja vu. The last time I was in the truck, I made this same run out here and back. So slightly different loads, slightly different weights, different shippers, different billing, all that kind of stuff. But hey, same basic loads, same basic route, same basic you know, deal. Just different people organizing it. So anyway, all right, love you guys, peace out, see you on the next one.